I'm a bit surprised that I have not done this video earlier, as it's something that's been a part of my life for some time now. And that being on gratitude and some of the ideas of God is love. Now, making that statement is somewhat difficult because of use of the term being so freely put out there in a way that's a little bit frivolous. Also in the terms that God is love is very vague, and I have some other disputes with that particular way of stating what that meaning should be. I have a little bit put out some of this information when I did my video testimony for La Familia Medicina. If you're interested, please watch that. But here I'm going to try and state it a little clearer. The statement God is love seems to me to be somewhat limiting and misleading. As with everything, in this case, we're putting words on some kind of concept, which is much more than just the word, and then we put that concept, which in this case is God, into a box and put that word on it. The idea of God for me is much more than just one word or one emotional feeling, and here's where I have a lot of the problem with that kind of statement, as it is just using words. And that can lead to many problems because the definition of that word is going to vary quite extremely from people to people. Exactly what is love when they make that statement? And the term God is. To me, God is all that is. However, as I stated in my testimony at La Familia Medicina, there is more to that concept when you actually feel that presence. Stating it as love is an easy and single definition and may work well enough, but there's a lot more to that. So I will try to describe the expressions and ideas I had. What it was for me under ayahuasca is the sheer love, joy, the exuberance of being, of something having existence. And that existence and creation was so wonderful to be. I would only express it as something like the joy, the wonder, the love you have for a newborn child. There's no judgment on it. There was just pure excitation and joy of having that in existence. And that view was of all existence. It's hard to express that in words because they do fall short of what I'm trying to get across. Another thing that's come to me through that is gratitude. This I did not necessarily have to be on ayahuasca for. It comes to me when I think about it, when I look at the gratitude I have for existence, for the sheer joy of being, and for the things that I have in my being, which I can experience and enjoy. Here I will give an example. It's a simple enough one. During making a cup of coffee in the morning, pretty much a daily ritual for me. But when I look at that and understand it, that this simple cup of coffee is mine for me, it's in existence, and I can enjoy it in a term that it could not come to me just by me making it. It came to me by the universe making it. I was able to buy the ingredients, but the ingredients have their own being to come to me in the sense that I couldn't grow the coffee beans, make the creamer, go through the process of getting the sugar and putting it all together without the way the world is created now for me to enjoy that. And that's a simple example of what I'm trying to say, is that there is so much in this universe, so much that we experience, so much that we take for granted. There is a creative force that gives us these things in a sense that we have them to experience, and we can enjoy them, and we can experience them. And sometimes I reflect on that, and that joy brings me back to that sense of love and beingness, that it exists. I have hoped that this got some of the ideas I'm trying to get across to you. And then the next time you have a meal, you will look at it and say, I could not create this, but it was given for me to enjoy. And look at gratitude of the universe and all of the abundance we do have and the experiences that they bring. Thank you.